Hello and welcome to another lesson. Today we're going to move on to the second set of the Shibashu sequence. We've already done set number 1. We're going on to set number 2. There are 8 sets in total, and they were developed by two Chinese gentlemen, by a man called Master Heiwei Qi and Professor Lin Haoxiang. They started around about 1979 and then developed on into the 1980s to develop the 8 sequences known as Shibashu. Shibashu principles, we want to have in the body, the whole body moves together, slowly, continuously. The hands guide the chi and the eyes follow the hands. The chi circulates through the microcosmic orbit, and we've talked about this before. That's the orbit coming down from the dantian to between the legs, up the spine, over the top of the head, down the front of the body, incorporating the Du Mai channel up the back and the Ren Mai channel down the front. Breathing should be in through the nose and out through the mouth. Should be soft, deep, continuous, and no breath holding, so don't be hanging on to the breath at any point. Your mind should be tranquil, rouging. You imagine the movement, each movement as you do it, and observing the chi but not guiding it. Okay? So we always settle the mind before we practice, so we're going to do a little exercise. It's an extension of the Sao Gong exercise that we did at the end of the last session. And this exercise calms down or settles the San Jiao, the triple heater, the center part of the body. So with the feet hip distance apart, we'll start first of all with Sao Gong, or collecting or gathering the chi, so breathing in. Hands up, little bend in the knees, and as you breathe out, straightening the legs and thinking of settling the energy down through the body. Okay, do it once more. Breathing in, and out. Now, take your left hand, bring it up, breathing in. Bring it in front of the face and breathing out, draw down to the dantian. Turning to the left, palms facing the floor, both hands up, and then down, drawing them in slightly towards your waist. Taking the right hand, breathing in. Follow the hand with your eyes, and then breathing out and down to the waist. Turn to the right, up and down. Come back to the front and gather the energy once more. Settling the mind down, gathering the energy, relaxing the body. So moving on to the first exercise of the 18 that we're going to do, we're going to regulate the chi. This refers to fire and water elements. We're going to focus on the Lao Gun points at the center of the palms, calming the mind and settling the liver, lungs and the heart. So, breathing in, up, straightening the legs, breathing out, little bend in the knees. And again, breathing in, and out. exercise, bring your palms together. We're going to move the chi along the cosmic orbit. So breathing in, lift your hands up, turn them over and push up, straightening your legs. Point your fingers forward and circle down, pointing your fingers down towards the floor. Up. Try not to lift your shoulders as you bring your arms up to the center of your chest. This improves the strength in your back and also improves your posture. Think of the breath moving along the cosmic orbit. So that's up the back, over the top of the head and down the front. The next exercise is called Wind Blowing in the Willows. We're going to be turning the shoulders and the head to relax the shoulder and neck area and shifting the weight, strengthening the legs. Set 1 of Shibashu was all about more about the upper body. Second set's more about the lower body, so there's a lot of weight changing in these exercises. So for the third exercise, we're going to turn to the left and put your left foot forward. Bring your right hand forward and your left hand back. And we look back towards the back. Come forwards and we look towards the back. So back palm facing back, front palm facing up. So looking back, coming forward, shifting the weight from the back foot to the front foot. And then we'll change sides. So with the right foot forward, right hand, left hand forward, so we go back and forwards. Turning shoulders and head to look towards the back hand in each case. Next exercise, again we're going to be, it's a bit of a strain on one leg, the one we're standing on, but this is searching for needles at the bottom of the sea, and this will be connected to the water element. So the weight is going to stay on the supporting leg, that will be the back foot, and the hands are going to run down each side of the leg, so we're thinking again of the Lao gun points running down the side of the legs. Stretching or the bending over is going to stretch the back, the do-my channel, and also to invigorate the kidneys. So, turning and stepping the left foot forward just on the toe, so heel off the ground. Bring the hands up, palms facing each other, and then push down either side of your leg, bending forward and reaching down as far as you can. Up. And push down. On either side of the leg. Bending the supporting knee to allow you to go down. Looking forwards just over the front of your toes. change sides. So again, just on the toe heel off the ground, hands come up, and pushing down either side of your leg, bending your supporting knee, feeling a stretch down the lower back. Out as you go down, in as you come up. And then bring your hands back down to your sides. The next exercise is called fisherman casting the net, and this would be related to the fire element. So feet a little bit wider than hip distance. We bring the hands up to the front. Turn both palms, we'll go to the left, sorry, turn both palms to the left, and we're going to shift the weight over onto the left foot and push across. You can lift your other heel off the ground. Turn the hands over, so bring the right hand to the top, the left hand to the bottom, and turn and push to the other side. Again, turn the hands over. Think of a fisherman throwing his net. The twisting action stimulates the stomach, the spleen, and the liver, and the shifting of the weight from side to side strengthens the legs. Back to the center. The next exercise is called Immortal Points the way, and this one we're going to use a particular position with the hands. It's called a sword charm, and it comes from the sword forms in Tai Chi, and it indicates another sword, if you like, to balance the one that you've got in your hand. So if you were doing a sword form with a sword in one hand, you would make a sword charm with the other hand to indicate another sword, so you're balancing the energy. So to make the sword charm, we have the palms open, bend the last two fingers down and hold them with your thumb, and keep the other two fingers pointing directly ahead. Now don't squeeze them together, but don't open them apart. So there's just naturally sort of a little bit of space in between. Okay. For this one we're going to be using resting stance, which is the crossing of the legs and the bending. So you just bend and cross as far as you find comfortable to go. So keeping the sword charm, we're going to circle the arms out to the left. So think of going around the face of a clock, round and down. Step and point. So we're pointing to the side. Now we'll go to the other side, so think of going round the clock, round and point to the side. Keep the hands level with the shoulders. Crossing the feet as you point. And finish. The next one, for strengthening the legs, we're going to be doing a little bit of kicking. So the fists, we're going to make loose fists, just close the fists over. You can put the thumb on the inside if you like, but not tight fists, just loose on the side here, just at the top of your legs. The kicking action, we're going to be lifting the knee and letting the foot drop. So it's a nice relaxed ankle, and then as you kick, you're going to pull your toes back and kick with the heel. Alright, so with the hands here, we'll start weight onto the right foot and lift the left knee, foot relaxed, and then kick and bend the supporting leg. And again, other side, knee up, foot relaxed, and then kick with the heel. Strengthens the legs, releases the ankles. And one more. Oops. And feet back on the ground. Exercise number 8 is Holy Crane, worshipping the moon. So again, we're going to be focusing on the lower gun points of the palms. We're going to be bringing the palms together at the solar plexus. Okay, so that's just where the ribs split in the center. And again, resting stance for the legs. So we're going to sweep the arms up and then cross the foot and down. Sweep the arms up and down. So breathing in and out. And back to the start. Moving on, another water element exercise. I've done something similar in the last couple of weeks. Yellow dragon, pushing out with claws. So we're going to be making dragon claws. So with the hands, the last two fingers slightly bent, the thumb, index and middle finger straight. So pushing like that. So bringing the hands up the front, bending your knees with push forward. Breathing up, breathing in, breathing out. Strengthening the legs, stretching the back. Just bend your knees as far as you find comfortable to go. The next exercise is called pulling the bow to shoot the eagle. We're going to be shifting the weight from side to side, bending the knees and thinking of drawing a bow. Okay. The index finger, when we draw the bow, the index finger and the thumb will be pointing up at sort of in an L shape, if you like, with the other fingers tucked out of the way. And this is why we're focusing on the lung and large intestine meridians, and it also helps when we're opening to stretch the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. So again, feet a little bit wider than normal. Drawing the hands up. We're going to go to the left. So, left hand out, fold the fingers, shift the weight to the right and pull the hands apart. bending your knees. In. Other side. Back to the center. Stretch across the chest. Breathing in. Breathing out. Looking at your hand. Moving on, exercise number 11, twin dragons emerging from the sea. Again, we're going to have a specific hand position. We're going to make a circle with the second finger and the thumb. The other fingers are straight. This is like a dragon claw, if you like. The meeting of the thumb and the finger joins the lung meridian to the pericardium meridian. In this exercise we're going to be stretching the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades as we bring the arms back. There's also a little lean backwards which is going to stretch down the front and activate the back. As you come forward, the fingers are going to point towards the ground and the palms point backwards. You'll see as we do this. Bringing the hands up, turn the palms away and lean back. Turning to the left, take a step, come forward and stretch the arms backwards, weight right forward on the left foot. Come back in. Lean backwards, turn, stretch forwards. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. And then back to the center to finish. Another water element exercise, crossing the wild blue ocean. We've done something similar to this in previous classes, but similar sort of thing. We're going to be pushing waves, so thinking of being relaxed, graceful, but with strength as you push forward. So bringing the hands up to about the center of the chest, turn to the left, step forward and push the palms forwards. Come back over the top, push forwards and back, and forwards and back. And we'll change feet. Push forward with the palms, draw back to the chest. next exercise is lion playing with the ball, or some people who have done a little bit of Tai Chi will recognise this as Fair Lady working the shuttles. This would be a fire element exercise. It opens the heart and the pericardium meridians. So, start by imagining you're holding a ball in front of your chest. In this case, we're going to have the right hand on the ball and the left hand on the top. We're going to turn to the left. Turn to the left corner. Little step forward with your left foot, and as you come forward, push away with your left hand, push forward with your right. Come back into the center. Turn, and then we bring the bottom hand up to push away, the top hand pushes forward. Hold the ball again, turn, push, bottom hand comes up, top hand pushes forward. Bringing the top hand up to just above the forehead so that you're looking in underneath your arm. The next exercise would be come from the earth element. It's embracing the moon of the dantian. So again, we've done something similar to this before. So we start with the hands in front of the dantian. Imagine you're holding a ball or the moon. And we're going to turn and go up to as far around to the back as you can. The turning action works on the stomach and the spleen. And you imagine you're holding the ball in between your hands. So we don't want to let the hands move out, and then imagine you've got something solid in there. Keep the hands equidistant as we shift and turn. So shifting the weight to the left, you come up and round to the back corner. And down, shift to the right, up. Feeling the turning in the lower back. Shifting the weight from side to side, you can let the other heel come off the ground. The next exercise is very similar, except that we're only turning to the side, not right round to the back. And we're doing a lot of shifting from one foot to the other. So this is called Phoenix Spreads Its Wings. It's also a fire exercise. So the arms coming up and down is nice and fluid like we've done before. So not rigid, nice fluid movements as you flap your wings. We're opening the chest, we're loosening the shoulders, and the turning is loosening the spine. So we're going to turn to the side. So turn your left toe out to the corner, weight forward, flap to the corner, down, weight back to the right, bring the left toe in, shift to the left, turn the right toe out, forward. A little bit of movement going on in the feet here, shifting the weight, turning the toes. next exercise is striking the opponent's ears. Again, anybody who's done any Tai Chi form will recognise this as wind-pierced ears or two bees buzzing. Okay, so we're going to be making loose fists. Now, not Qigong fists, we don't want the thumbs on the inside. The thumbs are on the outside, either on the top of the fingers or just around the sides. Loose fists, they're going to come from the waist, up and round. Okay, so if you think of the hole at the front of your fist, the phoenix eye. At this point here when we start, the phoenix eye is facing forwards, and as you bring your fists up, the phoenix eye ends up facing down towards the floor. And imagine punching somebody in the ears. So you want to leave a head-sized gap in between your fists, and it's somebody your size, so imagine punching somebody your size in the ears. Okay. Again, we're going to be moving from one corner to the other. So bringing the fists up to the waist, turn to the left, take a step, weight forward, punch to the ears. Turn to the right, punch. So in this one we're breathing out as we do the punch. Breathing in as you come back. Moving on, exercise number 17, circling the chi round the dantian. This is a little bit like polishing a table. So we're going to have the palms flat. This is focusing the chi to the dantian. We're going to start going clockwise in circles and then anti-clockwise. So I'm you in the mirror, as always. Go round. So palms flat like polishing a table, shifting your weight from one palm to the other. Focusing again on the lao gun points facing the floor. Finish number 18 with gathering the chi. Saw gun exercise, so a little bend in the knees, breathing in. And out. And again, breathing in. Once more, clearing the old chi, replacing it with new. Palms over the dantian, taking a moment to settle your breathing, calm your mind, relax your body. Together, hands by the sides, and thank you all very much for coming. And watch watching, and I hope we'll see you next time.